It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cards and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Drew Lock and Jameis Winston.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise. And that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all of those traits on display in this one.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Leading them out is the fourth-year quarterback out of Missouri. Second rounder in 2019, Drew Lock.
And I think that everyone is looking forward to seeing Drew Lock take the next step in the quarterback evolutionary process. Decision-making is something that he's working on improving because he's got plenty of arm and makes excellent off-platform throws. What he's seeking now? To be consistent in all of his processes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lock. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Second down and a run by Robinson. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. And it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Winston's throw here into the hands of Jones. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Finding Williams on the check down. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Jameis again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. Plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Locke had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. On third and long, it's Locke. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A first carry now. This is Williams.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. In his end zone, here's Locke. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Evades him at the 20. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Locke's throw complete there to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That pass taken in by Burks. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Throwing now is Locke. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Locke working out of the gun. On the slant, Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Locke off of play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Locke going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Robinson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Locke going to keep this.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
2
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Vikings at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action now. Winston. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. A quick throw, but incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Winston. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. On play action, Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. To the air again with Winston. Caught by Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Logan Hall in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Brandon, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Block now to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 15 now. Locke. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Flush to his right.
And this one too low.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Lock.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Lock now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Again, it's Lock. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this is going to remain a 1-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that'll keep this a one-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Jameis to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Winston now. Jones has it.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. Set coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Here's Winston. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. On third down, Winston. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Jordan Elliott drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw it is Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. This one finds Wilson downfield. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Albert Wilson, 85 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Winston. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke going to throw. He gets this one to Burks. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Locke. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He'll get this one to Patrick. There he goes, left side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On play action, Winston. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's Winston. Forced out to his left. And Winston lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 16, Locke. Caught. It's Wilson. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. First down, Cardinals. Robinson toss play left side.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. Here's Locke. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Locke working out of the gun. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action. Winston. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And he'll go down the middle for getting us inside the 30. It's another 1st down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I just don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Locke. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. From just shy of midfield, Locke.
That pass taken in by Burks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On the draw, Robinson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Clock now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Jameis to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Locke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. You see Tim Patrick as he and the rest of this offense get set for the upcoming series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston, and his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to put it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
To try again after the sack. Locke. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 1st down, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Jameis now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. For graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
You expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Steps away to his left.
And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Locke. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Winston readies the offense. Down by 8, under a minute 20 to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Here's Winston.
Pass complete to Alley Cox.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Winston.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. Winston to throw. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Now Winston. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game. Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for the Cardinals, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.